A 19-year-old dropout convinced Silicon Valley, the Pentagon, and Walgreens that she'd invented a machine that could run 200 blood tests from a single finger prick. She hadn't. In 2003, Elizabeth Holmes founded Theranos in a Palo Alto garage. Within 15 years, the company was valued at $9 billion. She was on magazine covers. Investors lined up. Board members included Henry Kissinger and James Mattis. Then, in 2015, a Wall Street Journal reporter named John Carreyrou started asking questions nobody wanted answered. And everything collapsed. Exhibit 1, the Edison machine. Theranos claimed it was revolutionary, a black box roughly the size of a microwave that could run hundreds of blood tests from a single drop. No needles, no labs, no waiting. It was the future of medicine, Holmes said. Except it didn't work, not even close. Exhibit 2, the fake results. When the Edison failed, which was constantly, Theranos didn't tell anyone. Instead, they ran tests on competitor machines. Then they slapped the Theranos name on the reports and sent them to patients. Patients who made medical decisions based on data that never came from the device they were paying for. I've worked fraud cases for 20 years. I hate coincidences, and I really hate coincidences when they are not coincidences. Theranos had dozens of them. Walgreens wanted to open wellness centers in their stores. Theranos promised they'd have working machines ready. They didn't. Walgreens got suspicious, so Holmes sued them first. Exhibit 3, the misleading demos. Holmes showed investors and partners a fake version of the Edison that actually worked for that one demonstration. It was theater, pure theater. Backstage, engineers were panicking. The real device was malfunctioning constantly, producing inaccurate results. Here's what gets me. The board knew, or should have known. These weren't small guys. Mattis commanded Central Command. Kissinger shaped foreign policy, yet somehow they didn't ask hard questions about a machine nobody outside the company had independently verified. Exhibit 4, the intimidation. When employees started questioning the science, Theranos didn't debate them. They fired them. They threatened them. They sent cease and desist letters to former workers who talked to journalists. This wasn't a startup culture problem. This was organized suppression. By 2015, Theranos was running tests on real patients through Walgreens locations. Some of those results were wrong, dangerously wrong. Patients got incorrect diagnoses. Some got prescribed medication they didn't need. Some didn't get treated for conditions they actually had. The damage was real. Carreyrou's reporting didn't just expose the tech failure. It exposed the narrative collapse. Theranos had built a mythology, the brilliant young founder, the revolutionary device, the disruption narrative. Silicon Valley ate it up. Nobody wanted to look too hard at what was actually happening in the lab. Exhibit 5, the money trail. Theranos raised over $700 million. Investors included Murdoch, the Walton family, and Betsy DeVos. They didn't get returns. They got a company built on false claims and faulty equipment. The SEC called it fraud. They were right. In 2022, Holmes was convicted on 4 counts of fraud. She was sentenced to over 11 years in prison. Her co-founder, Ramesh Sunny Balwani, faced similar charges. The company that was worth $9 billion, completely dissolved. Gone. But here's the thing that actually matters. This wasn't a technical failure. It was a fraud. Holmes knew the device didn't work. She lied about it, repeatedly. To investors, to patients, to regulators. She built a company on deception and called it innovation. The Theranos story isn't unique. It's a pattern. Overpromise, underdeliver. When caught, sue or silence. Repeat. We saw it with Elizabeth Holmes. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Because Silicon Valley rewards the narrative more than the reality. What should have stopped this earlier? Skepticism. Real due diligence. Someone asking, show me independent verification. Not once. Not in a board meeting, but consistently, publicly, with consequences for lying. The Theranos case taught the world something it should have already known. A great story and a working product are not the same thing. You can't fake blood science. You can't lie your way to a vaccine. You can't build a medical device on wishful thinking and board members' names. So when you hear about the next revolutionary startup, the next disruptor, the next unicorn, remember Theranos. Remember that $9 billion can evaporate. Remember that magazine covers don't equal results. Remember that the narrative is not the news. The claim was simple, a machine that changed medicine. The reality was simpler, a lie that fooled billions of dollars worth of very smart people. That's not innovation, that's fraud. And now you know the difference. Subscribe. Each week we break down another billion-dollar failure the mainstream missed.